So, Uzzy Marcus is locked up as of January 12th, 2021, which is yesterday, for possession of sales controlled substance, possession of firearm, child endangerment, and has a 1275 hold to protect the public. So, his bail is revoked. And a lot of people don't know, like 1275 is just a hold that they put on you, you feel me, to protect the public. Like I said. So it's not he's on protective custody and all that type of shit, which he's not. He's an active member, so he would not be in protective custody. And child endangerment, a lot of people get that for being around guns. You can have a gun and have a kid in the car and be riding around and get pulled over. That's child endangerment. Or be in a house anywhere possession that a kid can have possession of firearms, drugs, anything could be a child endangerment. But that's probably one of them charges that will be dropped, because they put a lot of charges on niggas and shit and drop a lot of them and only put the ones that are actually stick. Most likely possession of a firearm if your prints is on the weapon and it's actually your weapon. But what's the future for like his, you know, what's the future for his rap career now? Because he got a release date of February 2022. That's a whole year. And right now is his time. Because he's popping right now, got a big name, and got all the clout behind it. And a lot of controversy behind his name. So that could be him getting targeted too by the police. Because he was just out of town, like in LA and all that type of shit, and doing his thing. You feel me? But everything be via social media, and police tracking all that shit. Probably found out he was in sack, following niggas, harassing niggas. That's the shit they be doing, to especially rappers and niggas with influence and whatever they trying to prevent anything from happening between, the rap beef shit with him and Lavish D and all that type of shit. So this ain't nothing new. This kind of the same shit that happened to Mozzie when he had a rap beef with Lavish D. And then the same thing happened to Lavish D when they was looking for him. So it's just like history kind of repeating itself. And I think, like I said before in one of my like a month ago video, the hip hop police is prevalent in Sacramento. So this just goes to prove that my theory that I believe was somewhere accurate. You feel me? Because all of a sudden he's in jail and they know he's kicking up a lot of dust with his rap shit. And, street shit happens to happen, allegedly, behind all this shit. So now he's in jail and he don't have a release date until next year, a whole year from right now. But he's still going to court, so that could change. Ankle monitor, and all that type of shit. Or it says no bail, but that could change also with a lawyer. And I don't really know. But I will update y'all with the status. But as of right now, Uzzy Marcus is in custody, Sacramento County Jail. He's not on protective custody. He will not be in protective custody because he's an active member. And that'll take everything from him if he ever was to be in protective custody. He have no reason to be in protective custody because his charges ain't. It's just regular shit. A lot of people get child endangerment behind anything that'll take you to jail with a child in the vicinity will put you with child endangerment. But that will be dropped. That's one of them charges I know that'll be dropped. They always stack a gang of charges just to stick you with one or two. And I don't know if he had pending cases or already was on uh, probation, maybe, bail, and all that type of shit. But this could be a lesson, you feel me, for the new rappers to come, you know. It's all good when the views and all that shit and your name is on fire and everybody talking about your name, but you always gotta be up against the repercussions of this shit, which is the law enforcement, because they always too ahead of the gang members when they come to this shit and trying to crack down on shit. Like I said before, they ain't trying to let this shit kick off again out of control with the Mozzie and Laugh shit, like back in 2013. Cause that was something new. This rap beef shit was something new, so they didn't know how to attack it. But now it's different. They got more strategies and shit for niggas before it get out of control. So I believe in my theory, like this have something to do with that. Just the rap beef shit. And so they was trailing him. He probably was on probation, which I believe, and shit like that. And he might have pending cases, because why do he have a date already for next year? So he could have had a joint suspension over his head or something like that. That just lead me to think that, because that's the only time that shit really happened, or you committed to some type of time before and it's for them to let you out. And if you get in trouble again, they put this time over you. That's just what I think, because you already got a release date. And he just got locked up yesterday for 2021. He got a release date. 2022, I mean, excuse me. But it just don't make sense. So, but he's still going to court and shit like that. So that could be for the new charges right now. And then some charges that's already on there could be what he's sitting for. That's just what I'm used to seeing. Like when I was doing time and shit in the county and seeing niggas on that type of shit, they was already committed to staying out of trouble and have some type of time over their head, whether it's a joint suspension or ankle monitor and whatever probation stipulations. So that's what it looks like to me in this type of case. So that's what I believe. But, you know, niggas just gotta move more smoother out here in these streets, because the police is working, you feel me? Niggas be under the radar and shit and moving smooth, but they trying to catch every movement when you slip. Especially when your name out there, they got something against rappers in Sacramento. You know, it been a lot of shit going on outside of that. Just the street shit, a lot of shootings, a lot of murders already in 2021. You know, and shit that they don't even publicize. But, you know, anybody with a name, or they just seen the, you know, the aftermath of rap beefs before. So it ain't gonna be the same. So you can make yourself a target too just by the police. So they know the aftermath of this shit. They seen what happened before. They cracking down on shit. They moving different. They got strategies for niggas. Even though we don't be worried too much about the police, because, you know, we feel like we moving smooth and all that type of shit. But just know they 2 steps ahead. This their job. This what they perfect in. And they trying to do anything to bring a nigga down. Outside of what's really going on in the world with black people and white people and all that shit happening in D.C., you know, a whole lot of corruption and all this type of shit. So they trying to do whatever they can to stop niggas' money, stop what niggas doing. And sometimes, you feel me, niggas don't make the right decisions by giving them what they want via social media. You feel me? Talking shit and all that type of shit. Location, everything gotta be Instagram, everything gotta be Facebook, everything gotta be posted, where you at, what you doing, going live. They be watching that type of shit. These fake pages a lot of the times be the police. police just trying to figure out niggas' location. They know the streets of Sacramento like we do. You feel me? And they got a hidden agenda to take niggas to jail. They ain't on our side. They never gonna be on our side. They don't give a fuck about us. But to take niggas to jail, that's their job. That's all they give a fuck about. So the younger artists gotta move better out there. Niggas gotta be more smarter. It ain't about just diss songs. It's about the authenticity, the bars, the lyrics. Cause at the end of the day, you can't mix streets with business. Cause you can't make money like that. That shit'll never last. And you ain't gotta prove nothing to nobody. If you in the streets, you already in the streets. But, I just think the younger generation just got it backwards these days. Niggas want rather be in the streets, but coming up, the whole plan was to get out the streets. That was the whole mission. But these niggas got it backwards. They want to prove to niggas they in the streets so much. But the streets don't let nobody, because when you're in jail, nobody gonna give a fuck. The police don't give a fuck about you, your mama, your family, nothing. They gonna kick doors, fuck up your whole house, leave it fucked up. They do it to your 80-year-old grandma. They don't give a fuck. So niggas just gotta, take this and run with it. Coming from a real nigga. And just know, man, make your money, do your rap shit, get the fuck on. Stay dangerous. You feel me? Off top, stay dangerous, nigga. Gotta stay dangerous and all that shit. But this is Sacramento Street Wars reporting live, you feel me? Gang.